My name is Dr. Hurshel Burton. I am a scholar. I'm a musician. I'm a change agent. But more importantly, I'm a father. Yeah. Tonight I would like to talk to you about something very passionate to me, and that is community college and the education. But more importantly, I want to talk to you today about erasing the stigmas that are often associated with the community college experience. Okay? Now, before I start, let me just tell you this, okay? I am not a politician, okay? I am not a people pleaser, and I'm not here for somebody's popularity contest. As the son of a Navy pilot, my family and I traveled and moved extensively to follow my father's direction in life. When my parents got divorced and my father moved back to Europe, my mother, my sister, and I continued to move, to travel, so my mother could find her direction in life. By the time I finished my PhD, I had gone to over 18 different schools. Now, going to all these different schools, I had two choices: conform or be cast out. And I chose the latter. And in doing so, I learned a lot about myself and the education system. Finding our direction in life can be very daunting, yeah? Would you say? Let's do a little exercise, yeah? Let's try a little exercise. Okay, everybody close your eyes. Point to the skies with conviction. Okay, on the count of 3, everybody point west. 1, 2, close your eyes. Close your eyes. On the count of 3, everybody point west. 1, 2, 3. And open your eyes. As you can see, we are all over the place, heading in different directions. Yeah, it's just not happening today. I'm not getting directions from you. A lot of times, that sense of misdirection, that sense of which direction should I go in, is the kind of feeling that many college students feel when they're trying to decide what school to go to. Community colleges, ladies and gentlemen, can provide this empty roadmap for a student to find their own destination. Okay? Let me share with you 3 stories. 3 stories. The story of TC, Lumpy, and me. Now, TC was the first to have a car and a job, and he decided to stay home and go to Tidewater Community College in Virginia Beach. Lumpy, who is brilliant, but whose parents could not afford to send him to a top 20 school, decided to go to school right around the corner from my house at Virginia Wesleyan. If you went left down the trail, you'd be at the fishing hole that we'd go to, and if you went right, you would be right behind the library that we would often go study at. Yeah? Okay. Then there was me. I was fascinated by the 1980s romantic Hollywood movies of people going off to college. And oh yeah, I had to sign up. And so I applied for 8 of the top 20 schools. Of the 8 I applied to, I was accepted to 7, and I chose Penn State to be my alma mater. Flash forward. Lumpy has finished his associate's degree, he's pursuing his bachelor's degree and his MBA, and he is the owner, manager of a seaside restaurant, bar. Lumpy has finished his bachelor's degree and is getting his master's degree at UVA, University of Virginia, on scholarship. And then there's me. I finished my bachelor's degree in record time, sure, but I'm $65,000 in college debt, and I'm traveling in concentric circles, as my father would say, looking for my purpose in life. I would often ask myself, what does this all mean? Flash forward. Flash forward. Me, married, child, master's degree, divorce, job. Then I find myself thrust into the future. I'm teaching at a community college, pursuing my PhD, and my daughter is on her way entering into school. It's that moment. We're sitting at the dinner table, that holiday dinner with family and friends, and someone asks out to my daughter, Rio, "So Rio, where do you plan on going to college?" Rio looks to me for support. "Oh, she's going to go to my school." the looks of joy, the proud looks of joy that my daughter would be going to my alma mater. No, she's going to be going to my community college where she's going to get her associate's degree and then transfer to a four-year school of her choice. Silence. Disappointment. Here are the kind of things that people will often hear. Some of you in here will hear when you tell people you want to choose community college as your first choice. So, how'd you really end up there? Oh, child, bless your heart. Is that even a real school? Yeah. My grandmother goes there for jewelry making and pottery. These are the kind of myths that people really believe. What I'd like to do right now is to go ahead and dispel some of the myths related to community college. Myth number one, community college is for people who cannot get into a four-year school. Wrong. Community college is often the first choice for many students. Why? Obvious reasons. Commute, courses, course size, cost. Myth number two, community college is only for vocational skills. Incorrect. Although community college does provide vocational skills and technical skills, there are plenty of degrees that are available. Nursing degrees, veterinarian degrees, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, there are community college with four-year degrees, and these numbers are growing exponentially. Third, community college, you will never amount to anything if you go to community college. Okay, let's see. Well, there's poet laureate Gwendolyn Brooks, and then there's this Oscar-winning actor who was just a castaway, and he also helped save Private Ryan and 100 people who were on an airlines flight that almost sunk in the Hudson River. His name is Tom Hanks. And if money matters to you, you know what? There's Ross Perot, the billionaire. Yeah. You know, we live in a polarized, volatile time, do we not? Okay? So we've really got to embrace the concept of the community college experience. Here's some other statistics for you. 41% of all four-year graduates attended community college. 33% of all first-generation college goers go to community college. The average cost for 1 year of community college, $3,500. The average cost for the first year of four-year, $9,500. Do the math. Yeah? In these volatile times, there's another benefit of the community college. The community college has a large population of international students who come from all over the world to study in our communities. They provide a microcosm of the global frontier for everyone. I'd like to share with you now some local success stories that have come out of the community college. I always tell my students, some of the greatest minds come out of college. Some of the greatest minds come out of community colleges. Let's look at a few. Mr. Nick Marino, philanthropist, Tango Tap innovator, and holder of 3 Guinness Book of World Records. And I think he's here tonight. Amanda Braswell, Fulbright scholar, nursing instructor, Bangalore, India. Melissa Simon, the first youngest hired school teacher for DISD. Dr. Terry Walker, Vice President, College of the Mainlands. Leslie Marshall, founder, Arts Articulation. Kathy Tran, freelance entrepreneur, photographer for the Dallas Observer. And Manuel McGriff, Dean of Students, Paul Quinn College. If it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a nation to raise a global citizen, yeah? And it's all up to us to make it happen. We live in a binary, immediate gratification, 7-second memory, swipe left, 0% financing until 2030 world, do we not? And it's very difficult to convince somebody in that world, a student that was going into college, that the community college is the first win-win situation. Why? Well, because most students, when they think about community college, they think about getting in and rushing out. How do we change that mindset? Well, First thing we have to do is the following. We've got to teach our youth deferred gratification. Not immediate, but deferred. We have to teach them the long game, not the short game. The second thing that we have to do is teach financial responsibility. A college education is an investment. A loan is a debt. Okay? We have to teach students financial responsibility. There are over 44 million people in the United States, including me, not my daughter, but including me, who have college debt. We are creating a nation of debt that is unpayable. The third thing that we have to do, that's all of us here, we all have to do this, and that is parents, peers, family, community, co-workers, priests, rabbis, whoever it is. We have got to support an individual who chooses the community college as their first option. Support it. That is the easiest thing to say and do, but sometimes it doesn't click for us. When I was growing up as a musician and getting into school, my favorite band today still is the band Rush. Now, Rush, their music and lyrics, for me, got me through some very, very difficult times as a teenager and as an adult. Their song, Witch Hunt, the lyrics proclaim the following: quick to judge, quick to anger, but slow to understand. Ignorance and prejudice and fear walk hand in hand. For decades, Rush were criticized, marginalized, and stigmatized. For decades, community colleges have been marginalized, criticized, and stigmatized. By the time the world caught up with the magic of Rush, they were being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let's not wait another decade before we all help in the paradigm for the community college experience. Yeah? It's our responsibility. It's our responsibility to help embrace and support that global citizen. All right, let's try this again. Now that we've got our compass straight, yeah? Okay, close your eyes. Point to the skies. Close your eyes. Point to the skies. Okay. The limit is the sky, and the sky is the limit when it comes to a community college education. Now, we know which way is west? Yeah? Good. Now, point north. And open your eyes. North is this way, right here. When you meet someone and they're seeking an education, support the community college as the destination, okay? And when they do make community college, their selection, tell that person, you know what? Congratulations, you're headed in the right direction. Thank you very much.